I have not been hailed on since day 2 of the PCT. It's about 7:30 a.m. I'm sitting here in Etna in the town park. There's a fire, the Big Cliff Fire. So south of me, the trail's closed. Okay, it's 8:30. I'm standing in Etna. I'm outside of the Farmhouse Bakery. Look at all of these packs. It was a complete PCT takeover of the bakery. So the Big Cliff Fire has been growing in size. It was 30 acres about 36 hours ago. Then it was like 80 acres and now it's like 300 acres. The trail is closed, and what that has meant is that every single PCT hiker who was either on my day, the day behind me, 2 days behind me, or 3 days behind me, and 4 days behind me have all descended to this exact campsite. Someone was around, they counted 45 tents at our campsite last night. That was more people, I think, that was at Kennedy Meadows South. That was more people that was at, that's more tents than we're at Whitney Base Camp. Got a lot done in Etna, but they did not have a GPS watch. Heading out right now, heading to Ashland, Oregon, and it's a pretty long stretch, and I'm really worried about my battery. I'm gonna be tracking my hikes on Strava again. So it's about 9:30 a.m. and I am back on trail. You can see the fire right there. There's a lot of people in Etna right now. I'm trying to get any bit of separation between me and the bubble that is coming behind me. All right, it is 10:30. I am 3 miles in. I'm back on trail. Big news, you can see it. There's a fire. First off, I was like literally one of the last people to finish the trail before they closed it. So I came through, the trail was open. As soon as I finished, there were a couple people behind me. They closed the trail because of the Big Cliff Fire. But the wind is blowing south, the fire is growing south. I feel safe, even though we're very close. Like I can see the smoke right here. Etna was great. I really liked Etna. I thought that the food was really good, and the food was like we had like a real bakery. There was a burger place that did like legit burgers. By the way, so next stop is Oregon. In this section, I'm gonna cross into Oregon, and yeah, I can't wait. As for the plan for today, no real plans for today. I'm just gonna see how far I can go. So we are around like I think 119 miles from Ashland, from the road that'll take us to Ashland, Oregon. The thing is about this trip is that we're gonna go right through like a tiny town called Sayad Valley in about 56 miles. And 56 miles is kind of a weird number to break up. If you break it up into 2 days of hiking. So I guess what I'm saying is because I'm gonna have such battery issues, I really wanna stop at Sayad Valley and I wanna plug in, and I'm gonna stay for a couple hours. And so if I'm gonna stay for a couple hours in Sayad Valley, I'm thinking it would be nice to camp there. You know, it'd be nice to spend the night. So I could like arrive in Sayad Valley, plug in, recharge everything, wake up in the morning and be ready to go with like full tilt charge. That would be amazing. Thing is though, is it's at 56 miles, you know, that would mean like I would have to do like, you know, 25 today, you know, and then 30 tomorrow to make it to Sayad Valley. And that just seems a little ambitious. The pack is pretty heavy right now. The library in Etna was awesome. These Northern California libraries have great Wi-Fi. So I measured it this time. I ran a speed test. The Wi-Fi at the library here in Etna had 60 megabits per second upload speed. That was 17 times faster than the 5G connection that I had. Yeah, we're back in a burn zone. I just ran into 2 people that were doing like forest maintenance, trail maintenance. I don't know what they were doing, but like lumberjack type of people. And the saw, it was the biggest saw I ever saw. They said it was called Big Bertha. It was like 7 feet long. A lot of blowdowns on this section. It's about 3 o'clock and I'm 15 miles in. This is Martin Lake. These lakes today are just amazing. It's been just a really, really cool hike. This is like the second of these lakes like in a row. This is like the little one, and then it drains down to a bigger one right down there. Yeah, there's like serious sort of rain clouds coming in right now, and I am fairly sure that I'm about to get rained on. Okay, it is 3 p.m. I'm about 15 miles in, and I'm stopping for a little water at this creek, and it is thundering out. Look at that sky, so dramatic. It's gonna rain somewhere. I'm just hoping that it doesn't rain on me. The other thing that I did in Etna was I sent a bunch of stuff out of my back. So I took a bunch of stuff out of my pack and I shipped it forward to myself, and I'm gonna pick it up at Cascade Locks. And I lightened my pack by like, I think, well, I know, about 1.5 pounds. I thought it would be more, to be honest, but it was about 1.5 pounds. Yeah, it really feels like the skies are about to open up like any second now. It's 4 p.m. and I'm like 16 miles in. I'm standing here overlooking this absolutely spectacular lake. But what I thought was the most interesting thing of this lake is its name. It's called Man-Eaten Lake. And I don't know how it got its name. I'm sure there's a good story behind the name Man-Eaten Lake. I'm wondering what man got eaten and by what, and why they decided to name this lake after that guy who was eaten. But the general strategy right now is to reach Syed Valley by tomorrow night, to spend the night at Syed Valley. And if I reach Syed Valley tomorrow and I spend the night at the campground, I will be able to charge all my devices overnight to full, and that will basically solve my battery issue for this entire trip. However, what that means, in order to have these sort of battery bliss that I seek, that means that I need to do an absolute monster day today and tomorrow. And I've talked myself into it. So there's a tent site it's in about 8 miles from where I am right now. I think I'll end the day at like 24.5 miles or something like that, and I would feel really good about that, you know, getting on trail, especially at like 9:30 or 9:45 or whatever, and being able to bang out that kind of mileage. I still haven't done it yet, so we'll see. Yeah, dude, I don't know what I expect today, but these climbs are absolutely ridiculous. Like, you can see Man-Eaten Lake. Like, we came in somewhere on this ridge and came all the way down. Then we came all the way back up. We keep ping-ponging up and down, and these climbs are steep. I mean, it is so dramatic tonight. And look at this ridge line. I think I counted like 16 different ridges, each one getting more and more faded out like as you go down. It is an absolutely incredible view. And it just keeps thundering. It is not stopping thundering, but what a dramatic night. It's raining pretty good. I'm just making some contingency plans just to see, like, I'm about 4 miles from Marble Valley, and I think like that's definitely where I still want to go, but it's also a tent site up here in about 2 miles, like if this starts to get crazy. It's 20 miles in and it's pouring rain. I was wondering if or when, but yeah, it's coming down. It's coming down pretty hard right now. I have not been hailed on since day 2 of the PCT. I'll feel really good about doing like 24.5 miles today, you know? When I came on trail, even when I like, you know, got out of the car, like I just thought maybe I'd go 15, kind of had it in my head like, oh, I'm getting on trail at like, you know, it's almost 10. Like, I can't do 25 miles. Like, it's almost 10. Usually by 10 o'clock, you know, I'm 10 miles in. But the thing is that, like, I can do 25 miles now, you know? I mean, I can just, like, hop on. I threw on my pack. I barely stopped today. I'm not going particularly fast, by the way.